Hi, internship class for spring 2017. This is Tom Santamirov, and I am a hospitality marketing intern for the Chick-Fil-A company of Egg Harbor Township, the one on the Black Horse Pike. For hospitality marketing, a lot of what we do works in three categories. Overall, we're learning to create raving fans by giving them a remarkable experience. So our first step is like executing, an operational excellence, making sure that we get trust with our guests, meeting their quality requirements every day and all day. So that includes taste, speed, attentive courteousness, and cleanliness. We monitor these by checking our customer experience monitor scores, also known as CEM scores, and they tell us how we do. The next thing we do is deliver, which is our second mile service. That's going above and beyond, making sure the guest feels cared for by meeting extra requirements. This includes us being genuine, proactive, and personable. Serving them, making sure that they know that we see their needs, we're anticipating it. Also, making that connection to create fond memories with them. Our third one is activate, which is emotional connections marketing. That helps strengthen that relationship with the guest, knowing that we actually have a connection with them, that we pay attention to them, and we're investing our unique assets into them. All of that goes with food, people, cow, and influence. We lead with real food, the fact that we are real food and not just some processed food. And then engaging our team members to work with the people themselves and be advocates of Chick-fil-A. The cow, I love it because it's the power of the cow. Everyone loves the Chick-fil-A cow, and they get so excited when they see him. It just makes another kind of day for them. And lastly, it's the influence. We enriching the lives of our guests. Any intern or for marketing or hospitality, they learn so much from their hospitality director or marketing director representatives as how we can be advocates of Chick-fil-A and how we could become so successful. And Chick-fil-A, you have to know, is not just a fast food joint or restaurant. It's a quick service restaurant. And what separates us from being a fast food joint and being quick service restaurant is we're giving you a dining experience along with our speed and our fast service. So you don't just come in, order, and go. No, you get a whole presentation from us. You get a whole show. So to understand a little bit about the hospitality, we do have three things that happen here. So hospitality leads into marketing, but starting with hospitality, you start with your recipe for service, all your required behaviors for operational excellence. Our core 4 is number 1, and you should absolutely get that every time you walk in. We create eye contact, we share a smile, speak with an enthusiastic tone, and stay connected to make it personable. Eye contact is really important. That lets you know that the guest and you are together engaged. Sharing that smile makes it light and personable. Speaking enthusiastically shows that you're interested in them, and staying connected can be anything. I really like your sweater today, or how was your first day of spring? Our required second mile service behaviors would be to deliver meals to tables for high need people. Table touch-ins every 30 minutes is what we always go for, but I actually push for every 10 to 15 minutes now at work. That way the guest knows that we have checked in on them to see if they're okay. And lastly, of course, carry large orders to their car, because they're not there to cater. We're there to cater them. And then our second mile service above and beyond is what is right for our restaurant. Well, we are very much about being genuine, proactive, and personable, as we said before. For the hospitality internship, the one that I started with, these are some of my projects and everything. So getting to know the Egg Harbor vision. A lot of times we have corporate visit once a month, which is really nice because they do walk around and ask us, hey, how do you make your vision? And I always tell them, by providing nourishment. That's one of our main concepts to our vision. A project that I worked on first was Everyone Has a Story. I got to know 3 team members and 3 actual guests. Get to know who they are, why they come to Chick-fil-A, why they continue to come to this Chick-fil-A, and what is Chick-fil-A to them. So I actually got to learn a little bit more than why just Chick-fil-A. I got to know where they come from, their family life stories, and everything. My second mile service and core 4 project, which is the one that I'm currently in right now, is enhancing and finding our low customer experience monitor scores. Again, CEM scores. With core 4, as I said, it is creating an eye contact, sharing a smile, speak enthusiastically, and making a connection to keep it personable. Core 4 is something we live by, and it's something that I really push. So the minute you walk in, you should be greeted. The minute you stand in line, you should be acknowledged. the minute that you get to the register, you should be getting all core 4. This really does help make Chick-fil-A give you that dining experience and become a quick service restaurant. Another project that we've worked on is identifying low CEM scores for Operational Excellence project. That is to raise our score, execute a plan, and coaching the team. That also goes with our second mile service and core 4 project that I'm currently in. And everything is about coaching the team and making sure they understand what you understand. Another part of hospitality is guest recovery and Chick-fil-A cares. What happens is when you have a problem, maybe you forget to give somebody napkins in the bag, you forget food, they get upset, as they should because they paid good money. So instead, what we do is we do guest recovery. I go to them, I tell them we're so sorry, I let them know, I do a herd model. I hear them, I empathize, I apologize, I resolve the problem, and I delight them. I hear what their issue is. I empathize by letting them know I understand their concern and upsettingness. I apologize and tell them that I will resolve this issue and make sure that they get that food. And then I delight them by giving them a Be Our Guest card and treating them for free food for the next time they come in. Lastly, for my internship, we do gift baskets and donations. Everybody always wants a donation. They always want to Be Our Guest card. But we specifically look for those group and organizations that are using it for the right reason. We use it for churches. We use it for fundraisers. We always make sure that we do it for all the right reasons. Here's a little bit of Core 4 that shows at the front counter what you should be looking for in terms of sharing a smile, creating eye contact, speak enthusiastically, and making it personable.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
Are you dining in or carrying out?
Dining in?
Dining in? What can I get for you today?
Can I order a number 7?
Certainly. And the beverage?
A Powerade, please.
Powerade, okay.
And I think that's all.
Okay, so your grub club meal with a Powerade? Any
Perfect.
sauces, condiments?
No, thank you.
Okay. And a first name for the order?
Tom?
Tom. All right. Do you have the Chick-fil-A walnut?
I do.
Would you like to scan that today?
I will, thank you.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, so 9:35. We're promoing it. 1896. Hang on one second while I get that beverage. How was your first day of spring?
Oh, it was something nice and sunny out.
Awesome. Have you heard about our new strawberry frosted lemonade?
No, I just heard about it.
All right, next time you come, you definitely got to try it. It's made with our ice cream, lemonade, and strawberry.
So as you can see there, we have a really good amount of Core 4 along with marketing in there. My team members are really good about listening to me when it comes to making sure that they hit that hospitality mark and mixing a little bit of marketing in there, because what marketing person isn't hospitable? It's really important that they know the difference of the two, but also know how to blend the two. So now we're going to understand the marketing a little bit too. We're going to talk about emotional connections marketing. So if we're looking at our scale right here, operational excellence is just meeting the bare minimum. It's the $6 that they may be spending. Our check average is actually $10.85 right now. So let's change that number to $10.85. Our second mile service would then add a score to them by us taking their needs and pushing them and saying like, hey, like I think, you might want another beverage, or just acknowledging them. That pushes that money up again. And then when we do the emotional connections marketing, leading with real food, the people, the cows, and the influence, that money not only just doubles, but it will triple eventually too. And we see that. And eventually when you mix these three together, it will create that raving fan. And as you know, well, as I probably should explain, a raving fan is a guest that comes consistently and pays full price and never has anything bad to say. A raving fan always and continuously comes back and brings more guests with them. For the marketing internship, what I've been working on is building the brand and a sampling project. I constantly work on product growth. So I see what's really low and not selling that much, and I grow that, along with trying to get people aware of our new products. We have a product on purchase, our POP, and that changes about every season. Right now we have a frosted strawberry lemonade. Nobody really knows that. So the minute I sample it, they're like, wow, this is great. And I continuously push them to try it again and again. Another project I work on is Raising Taste and Temperature Score project. It's all about a restaurant quality assessment. I do a bunch of tests online to taste our food. I give the Chick-fil-A feedback. They tell us what we need to work on, and we tell them what they should work on, and then we try to meet in the middle. For catering is really important because I work on taking, preparing, and finalizing orders. That is a different side of Chick-fil-A that we will get to in just a moment. Encouraging team members to be advocates about the business is a project I've been working on where all of our team members can go out and say, I work for Chick-fil-A. It's a great company, great food. So I even give them a little bit of merchandise to hand out randomly, whether it's chapstick, headphones. We have a lot of Chick-fil-A merchandise. Marketing with events is really hard, but a lot of fun because I have had the chance to plan, execute, and participate in in-store events, communal, and local events where my name has now been put out there for the Chick-fil-A of Egg Harbor Township. I work on a lot of fundraising projects where we have spirit nights between 5 and 8 o'clock and even kid club events. The social media project is amping up social media. I actually had the pleasure of watching an online social cast where I learned how important social media is to Chick-fil-A. So I even created a Twitter account for us, and it is actually starting to grow and grow, as well as our Facebook account. After I took a little head on with it, went from being placed on 26 to place number 5 out of all the Chick-fil-A's in North America. Here's a video to look at our second mile service and emotional connections marketing.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you.
All right, so that's good second mile service and emotional connections marketing. We knew and heard that it was his birthday, so by giving him a birthday card and a cow, kind of let him know that we really did hear and care about him. But that also gives an ECM score much, much higher because we gave him a hat, a cow, a card, ice cream sundae, and if you go inside the card, there are Be Our Guest cards where we let him come in again for free food. Additional internships responsibility include catering with pickup and delivery. Our catering has grown tremendously to the point where we might even think about getting a catering director there, but we really have to get a little more organized on it. So that is something that I've taken on recently with my operator and my director of operations, is learning about our catering a little better to enhance that and make it more of an easier flow. So with our catering, it's a $55.5 million industry in the United States. How Chick-fil-A wants to do it is selling one Chick-fil-A nugget tray per day could earn the operator an additional $25,000 in incremental sales by the year end. And I really believe that we can do that. So the foundational 5 that we work on is get catering ready, identify target audiences and tactics, determine the channels to reach target audiences, create that remarkable catering experience, create a system to track our business. To get our catering ready, we really have to be organized and on top of how many hot bags and cold bags that we have in place. Identify our target audiences and tactics. It really depends. For Super Bowl, that's what we went for, and we really increased our sales by 12% there. Determine the channels to reach your target audiences. That actually could be the hardest thing I worked on, but I found the channels to work with. Creating a remarkable experience. Definitely knowing if you're catering for someone's birthday. Maybe it's for a bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah. Maybe it is for the Super Bowl. So giving them a few extra treats here and there. And then creating a system to track our business. Well, that one's a little harder because sometimes we forget to keep those papers. But lately we've gotten a database to keep everything together. And lastly, here's just a few pictures of projects and things that I've done. If we look at the top left, that's part of my sampling project of when we sample. Everything else on here shows you everything we've worked on, whether it goes to the ordering on through a mobile app, our frosted strawberry lemonade, pushing for morning breakfast at Chick-fil-A, going and hanging out with the police or the kids at different events, assigning team members to give away free food and free products, our social media, or even talking points for the team members. I hope you enjoyed learning a little more about Chick-fil-A and my internship.